Welcome to Tofaq. Tofaq being the market leader in home office furniture products. We are here to present you the installation for one of the chairs. So the chairs we're going to take, you're going to receive your home chairs in a box like this. So this box roughly weighs about 10 to 12 kg. Now in the box, each box you will receive a receipt like this, where your order number, your order reference number, your delivery address, and the other particulars would be written. So we'll quickly start with the installation of the chair. The installation of the chair is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. I request you to watch this video till the end. This is going to be a thoughtful process. So let's start. It's going to be delivered to you. You will receive a base, a seat, a mechanism, a hydraulic, and the hydraulic cover along with the back. So, and very important tool, the Allen key. So all the hardware, there is no separate hardware packet. All the hardware is already screwed at the respective location on the seat. So we are going to use the seat to attach the necessary hardware. So the first step of installing this is to install the chair handle along on the spaces provided on the seat. So this is the space for the seats. So if you see, there are 4 holes in the right handle and 4 holes on the left handle. So we're going to fix these handles onto the seat. So what we will do is we will remove the hardware. So remember, don't miss the hardware, don't have them misplaced, otherwise you will see screws of different sizes. So there are basically 2 sizes of screws. One is the large, one is the small. Now preferably you should put the large screw at the large space and small screw at the small space, but still if you see, the small screws are going to go on this side, which is the upper side of the seat. This is the lower side of the seat, this is the upper side of the seat. So this is where the small screws are going to go. Now we are good to start with the installation process. So as I told you, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to install these handles. So we are going to bring the chair to an edge, or we preferably would want to. So let us place it near the holes, and it doesn't matter if you see, if you just zoom this. So you see there is a hole on the seat, and then there are holes on the. So there are 4 holes on the seat, and so are the holes on the handles. So we're going to match these 2 holes. Use all the big bolts to put them into position. And the chair is flexible enough to kind of move it. Again, the only tool you have at your hand is the Allen key. So I'm going to tighten these screws until my colleague does the screwing of the other handle. So this is going to take about 5 minutes depending on your speed, but at max it should take not more than 5 minutes. So ensure that all the 8 screws, 4 on this side, 4 on the other side, they are tightened completely. So this is what we're doing. I think we're done with the position here. So next step is to install the mechanism. Now mechanism, how to identify, how to fix the mechanism. If you see, the chair has got a front side, the seat has got a front side and the back side. So the front side will always have these plastic washers placed, and the bottom side will have the small screws. The front side will have the large screws. So large screws on the front side, small screws on the bottom side. Now we will put the mechanism. Now where the mechanism has to face, if you see the marking on the marking has to come on the outer side. So we place the mechanism, use the big bolts on the front, the small bolts at the back, and this will automatically fall in place. In case it doesn't, there is you can move the mechanism, because there is a play to move the mechanism. So now we're going to tighten the mechanism. Now this mechanism is taking the complete load of the chair. So ensure that all the 4 bolts, they are tightened fully. And you first have to slightly loosen the screws and then do the tightening process. Now if you see this part of the mechanism has got 2 moving parts. One is the lever, the other is this tension adjustment lever. Now this tension adjustment lever has got plus and minus marks on it. So if you want the movement of the back to be tightened, you have to rotate this clockwise towards the positive side. And if you want the movement of the back to be loose, you have to move it rotate it in the anti-clockwise to make it loose. So now we are ready with almost 90% of the chair. So this is how the chair would look like. So now we will do the balance mounting on the chair. So we had 3 other components of the chair left. One is the base of the chair. Now the base comes already fitted with casters. So these casters are already fitted on the chair. So what we do is we use this gas lift and we just put it on the base and use the cover of the gas lift. Now this cover also has to be put in this way, that the thinner side has to come up and the thicker side has to go down. So I just have to insert it like this. And then if you see a hole on the chair in the mechanism, I have to just insert this hole inside this lever. And then I have to sit on the chair and I'm good to go. Now if you see in this chair, there is a locking lever provided. If you could just zoom this. Now this lever works in a sliding mechanism. So when you have to lock the lever, you slide it and the chair is in a lock position. When you have to open and swing the chair back, you have to just unopen it, and this is how you have the chair going. So I hope you have liked this video and I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much.